friends, this is Star Thrift. I have a thrift haul to share with you today, and I will be having a whatnot show tonight at 8:30, and it's on Torrid Pieces. That's plus size women's clothing, starting at 5. Some really nice pieces. One of them's new with tags. The other ones are nice, and but you have to check out the show. One's a pair of distressed jeans, but or yeah, black jeans or something like that. But anyhow, we'll get right on to it. I picked up some items yesterday, last evening, and some of them are kind of some nice pieces. This, you know what? I grabbed the wrong bag. Oh, hopefully this other bag. I brought two bags, and I thought I had the two from last night. This one's from the was from over the weekend, and it was just kind of some average stuff. Hopefully this is one. Okay, a few nicer pieces. This is a Lane Fisher. I've kind of slowed up on a Lane Fisher unless I get it pretty cheap because it seems like it's really been sitting. But this is a really cute dress. It's a medium. It's kind of just almost a fit flare, and it's just a basic dress. I got this for half off. It was $6.29. I got half off on that. That's still paying a little bit much for it, but I thought it was still worth, hopefully still worth it. This is Segments. If you're not familiar with this brand sells. It doesn't sell super quick, but it always sells. It seems like, and or all the pieces I've had. This is a size large. They're merino wool, and they just look like a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt. And of course, they're going to sell easier in the wintertime. That first one, um, show you the tag a little bit more. That was the Elaine Fisher. There's a little bit of dust on this here. And next we have this. This I think is another. Oh, here, these are some nice pieces. Um, this is another Elaine Fisher, and it's a sweater. And this is a size large. It's got a really big, like cowl neck type for the sweater, and it's who knows what it's made out of. Well, it's got wool, nylon, cashmere, and polyester. And of course, that might take a little while to sell because of it being a winter item. This is brand new with tags. I did not do comps on these. Hopefully, it's worth it. I paid $379. And I figured that's not bad because even if you got 20 out of it, that would be worth it. But there is a Ralph Lauren Sport, and it's got the logo, and it's just a cardigan. Like I said, I did not do comps. It I don't know what the original price was. It went on sale for $20.48, wherever it was sold at. Well, it has a Ralph Lauren tag on it. I don't know if they got it directly from there or not. Here's another one, and this is got the sticker, new with tags. And this one felt like wool. It just kind of, felt like wool. But I looked it up. I looked at them last night, I think, and I think this is just like a cotton or something. Oh, it's got merino wool, nylon, viscose, and cashmere, but it's kind of like picky. But anyhow, there's another one, and that was $379. And this is cashmere 100%. That's how come I picked it up. However, cashmere, the 100% cashmere, I had a lot of pieces, but I was holding out for like $20, $30. But I did drop some of the prices more to the 20 and was selling them, but they don't sell super duper fast. This is just an apartment 9. Now, this is not a spectacular brand. It's not going to sell, for a lot of money. It's a size small. And I got this for half off. It was $379 and then half off that. I figured it was still worth it. This I looked it up at the store. And this brand, some of the pieces sold for a lot of money. I have to look it up again. It's called Elizabeth Suzanne. And I had not ever, wasn't familiar with that, but I thought, I should look that up because of the type of tag and the name. I know it's kind of blurry on there. But it's like this kind of artsy looking, pop over black shirt, and it looks like it's kind of oversized. I wanted to see what it was made out of. Just curious. It's 100% linen, and that'll be really great for right now. The size tag must be on that tag too, hopefully. Oh no, it might be one size. Oh, size OS. And then it has a sewn by name. That's interesting. Anyhow, this will be a neat piece to list, and like I said, I'll have to do comps on that again. This might be another Lane Fisher. I did pick up a few last night. Yeah, this is, the only thing is I don't like when they do this. They put on the tag PP. It's a petite. Is it small? Extra small? Yeah, I don't like when they do PP. But anyhow, this is a Lane Fisher. And this is just like a one button. It's really cute. I'll tell you, if this is a petite, it must be oversized. This is alpaca, wool, silk, and nylon. And I'll have to do comps on that. But that's a nice piece. This was another brand that was all right. I mean, you know, it wasn't like super spectacular, but it's Hawes and Curtis. And I looked it up, and I think they make men and women's, because seems like I had to put women's on there. This is a size, well, it says UK 18. I don't know what the US size. And then it's got the EU size on it. Rochelle, but it's spelled with an ROCHEL. But anyhow, polka dot shirt. And this I paid $3.19 for it because, you know, it did sell for a little bit of money. This is, I picked this up because it's kind of the 90s Y2K. Not exactly, but it was similar. It's an Aeropostale size small. It's actually a stretchy, you know, kind of almost like a little skater dress. It does have the lace up rear, but it's not the lace up where it's like down here, you know, where it just brings the waist together. And that's kind of more like the Y2K, especially if you get like the full length, you know, dresses, the maxis and stuff. They can be really great. I'll just take a few moments here to put this in here, and I'll see what's in that other bag, even though it was from the weekend. And like I said, those are going to be probably mostly just like, you know, your regular, more like your bread and butter type stuff. But this is a dress, and this is a Lauren Conrad, and it's a size 6, and this could be a dud, but I thought I'd give it a try. It's a really cute fit flare dress, sleeveless, and it's actually really soft, and not exactly satin, but kind of. This, I picked it up for style. This is like the fisherman type sweater, and these can sell pretty decent in the wintertime, especially if they're more like the cream color, like the lighter beigey color. But this is an older J. Crew, size small. It's a wool cashmere. You can just tell, you know, that's an older, you know, tag, and it may have the year here. Yeah, 2008. But the style, excellent for listing it as the fisherman sweater. That last piece, I know I probably did not show the size or the brand tag, but it's just, you know, LC Lauren Conrad. Now the plus size, some of them pieces can sell on that brand. I don't know how that will do. This is a Torrid, and I should slow up on picking up this stuff, but it was cheap. I got it for $1. It's a Torrid 1 sweater. I really like Torrid though. They have really cute designs, and I like it because they have the style number, and you can look it up. You can Google it, put in Google Torrid, and then space, and then the style number, and then I click on I think images, and then see if it comes up, and you can figure out what it is. But this is acrylic polyester spandex. But if you're not familiar with Torrid, that usually that tag is underneath there, and it's usually that top number, and it usually has a date. This is from 10/2023, but it's just a short sleeved, you know, little sweater. But this could be listed as like a year round, or it's almost a little bit beachy. This I thought was cute. It has a belt to it, but it's out. I washed the belt. This could be a dud. I picked it up for style only, you know, because it's got that contrast cuff and collar. Like I said, these are going to be very much, you know, more of the probably the bread and butter. I picked this up for style, and this could be a dud too, but I liked the style, and I thought somebody could be looking for this. And it's where it had that belted look. What era? Write in the comments what era you think that is. I was thinking maybe like, seemed like more like the 80s. And I was trying to think, but this is just it's just called Sky. And like I said, I picked it up for style. But I will be using some really on eBay, especially and on Poshmark too. Keywords can really make a difference. And on eBay, you can put them in the item specifics under theme. If you can have room in your title at the top, put them there. And I'll be using like Roman, will be one of the keywords for that. And then whatever era, probably 80s, because that's what I was thinking it is. This, I picked it up because it's a red velvet dress, and it's a maxi Jessica Howard. And now this may sit for a while. It is a wrap dress, but it is a maxi, and with it being, a maxi, I thought this was a nice piece. These pieces wait a minute. These are the ones from last night. I was thinking this was the weekend. This is still some from last night. This is the second bag. I did have the right bag after all. Abercrombie and Finch has been selling a little bit lately, especially since the Y2K and the 90s have, been popular. It's been trending lately, especially if you find the tank tops that are lace trim. A lot of times they're V-neck and have lace along the bottom. Some keywords is baby doll, cami, tank top, camisole, and tank top or but the 90s Y2K, they could sell for quite a bit of money. I have one listed that's a girl's size, and it's got quite a bit of attention. It hasn't sold yet. I have it listed up, I don't know, I think in the 30s somewhere, and I think I've set some offers around 28 or somewhere, or right around there, or maybe a little lower, a little more. This is a small. The reason I did pick it up, I found that some of their other clothing's been kind of sitting, and best to do comps because it has the slosh or whatever. I can't pronounce that correctly. I thought this would be cute. Somebody might be looking for that. They were popular. I don't know if they still are. Those animals or whatever they are. This is new with tags. It's a Banana Republic extra small, and it's just a little dress with a little belt. And this Banana Republic, I find, is not easy to sell, even if it's new with tags. But I figured this for $1, it was worth it. And if the Whatnot goes great, I'll be doing some new with tags, shows or just some miscellaneous shows, and could sell it there. This was the Abercrombie and Finch, and but for $1 and new with tags, I thought it was worth it. And I think, what was that, a small size? I think it was like a size small or something like that. Extra small. This is a plus size woman within 3X, and it's just kind of like a layered, 2-in-1 or layer piece type top. And this brand does all right. One thing I found about this brand is that their sizes sometimes are even bigger than like if it was a 1X, it might be bigger than a 1X. It says 3X, but it looks pretty big. But anyways, I don't know if there's anything to that, but I've just kind of noticed that. This might not be nothing spectacular, but I liked it. It's a jacket, and it's Lucky Lotus by Lucky Brand. And Lucky Brand has not been very popular, but look at this cute jacket. It's kind of more of like a jersey, thicker jersey, like button up. And I don't know, it's not really a pea coat, I don't think. I don't know, I'll have to check that out. But anyhow, like I said, that could be a dud. And it's got a little bit of weight. I should have paid attention to that, because if you're buying stuff you're not sure it's going to sell, kind of think about how much it weighs. That's heavier. They have to pay more for shipping. Or if you do free shipping, you have to, increase your price more for that shipping. Here's another J. Crew. This is a very old tag too. But I think this is merino wool. It's 100% merino wool. This is from 2000 holiday 2012. But it's really nice shape. I figure with it being 100% merino wool, this may take a little while. I did just sell I think it was an extra small, It was called the Claire cardigan, and it was an older one, and it sold. And then I hadn't taken it off Posh. I forgot to take it off there, and then somebody, put the little, like, heart thing on it, and then I seen it and had to delete it. But so that meant that there was some attention there. So, but that was the cardigan, button-up cardigan. But anyhow, that completes it for today. And hopefully you've got a benefit out of this. If you'd like, you can subscribe. And if you could push the thumbs up button, I greatly appreciate that too. Many prosperous sales to you. Have a great day. Thank you.